Well, hello, and welcome back to another lecture response prompt. I'm the one that's been prompted. And this one, which would be number 4, is: do I see any connections between the prohibition movement against alcohol and our previous discussed prohibitions of cannabis? And that's an absolute yes. And if yes, what are the most striking connections? And this one's for me is easy. And after watching my presentation of what I want to do my final paper on, I realized, people are probably going to take it, of course they're going to take it wrong, but whatever. My response to that, I don't believe that the laws were actually designed to lock black people up. That was the consequence that ended up happening because of it, or minorities in general, or whatever. And I'm sure that may have even motivated him to continue course. But I really believe, like I said, it starts from the top down. So there's no way that they were like there was a cabal and they were all sitting in a room with the police officers and everything. Like, all right, we're going to pass this law, and all you guys got to do is just go make sure you apply it to black people only. I mean, that's not what happened. But obviously, the numbers don't lie. The numbers are absolutely true. And, I just don't like it when people repeat. And that's what I'm hearing is a repeat of the same lines over and over. The minorities were the ones hardest hit by this. These laws were meant to, we just need to flesh this out better. But for my answer to this prompt, because I've got many, many more left to go, right? That'd be what, 19 left. I'm going to go with religion, by the way. So I believe it was actually everything like this is all tied to religion in this country. I used to argue forever that because of the separation of church and state, that none of our constitution or the founding of this country had anything to do with the religion and all that, and that was just complete ignorance. I read some books on it while in prison. When in Rome, right? So I read some books on it and educated myself, and yeah, there's just too much. No wonder why they really wanted to push for separation of church and state, because they were so intertwined. How are you going to placate both or every religion that there is, right? So, but I believe that that's what it. It's a moral compass issue. It's like, oh, well, we don't want our children doing drugs, or we don't think that these things are morally acceptable, or nor should they be. And I think that's where it all comes from. And um, they're yeah, I think the alcohol and the well, they're obviously very different in different ways. There's a lot of alcoholics. It's a different drug. It's a different high. It's a different everything. And I don't even understand why people are walking around dying. They're out there dying on fentanyl. Have you smoked the weed lately? It's like, Jesus, how much better could it be? When I broke my leg when I was 16, I had Demerol shots. So, from what I've been told, that's pretty similar to heroin. I get it. I mean, it's a great feeling or whatever, but it's not a complicated freaking thing. You don't have to be a psychic to know where you're headed with that shit. But with weed, it's just weed, man. So it's like, just keep it simple, dude. But I believe that, in my opinion, that's the most striking connection between them. Striking connections, you ask? They're well, yeah, they're just fundamentally different movements. That was the other part of the question. There are different reasons for it and everything, and but yeah, but weed. Welcome back. All right, on to number 19.